Stranger Things has always been about kids versus monsters, but Season 5, Volume 2 proves this story was never just about Hawkins. What starts as a rescue mission quickly spirals into a reality-breaking war between worlds, revealing that the Upside Down was never the true enemy. And Vecna's plan has been unfolding since the very first time 11 touched another mind. From Will's evolving powers and the terrifying truth about the Abyss, to 11 facing the possibility that she may be the final sacrifice, this ending changes everything we thought we knew about the Stranger Things universe. Welcome back to your nerdy show. I'm your host, Spoiler Master, and today we're breaking down the Stranger Things Season 5 Volume 2 ending, explaining Vecna's true plan, the wormhole twist, and how this sets up a series finale that could cost the party everything. What really happened? Stranger Things Season 5 Volume 2 begins exactly where Volume 1 left us hanging, and from the very first moments, it becomes clear that this is no longer just a fight to save Hawkins. This is a fight to save reality itself. Volume 1's finale, Sorcerer, completely reshaped the board by revealing Will Byers' fully awakened Vecna-linked abilities and confirming that his connection to the hive mind isn't just a lingering scar from Season 2, but an evolving power. However, Volume 2 makes it painfully obvious that even Will's new abilities won't be enough on their own. With several members of the party still trapped in the Upside Down, others scrambling for answers in the real world, and Vecna operating on a scale we've never seen before, the war is about to escalate into something apocalyptic. The Volume 2 premiere wastes no time pulling us deeper into chaos. Kali's long-awaited return from Volume 1 suddenly becomes central to the endgame as she escapes the Upside-Down military base alongside 11 and Hopper. Their escape is frantic, brutal, and desperate, reinforcing the idea that the government has lost all control over what it unleashed decades ago. But despite regaining their freedom, 11 and Hopper quickly realize they're still blind. Nancy, Steve, Robin, and Dustin have vanished into the Upside Down, and the only lead they have left is Hawkins' lab, the place where all of this began. What they find there doesn't just answer old questions, it rewrites everything we thought we knew about the Upside Down, Vecna, and the true origin of the monsters that have haunted the show since Season 1. Meanwhile, Max's story takes an unexpected turn. After spending most of the season trapped between life and death, her consciousness finally returns to her physical body, but the relief is short-lived. Max is alive, but deeply changed. Her time inside Vecna's mindscape left her with memories and insights no one else has, making her both a survivor and a weapon. Holly Wheeler's storyline mirrors Max's escape in a darker way. She briefly breaks free from Vecna's control, waking up inside his lair, only to be recaptured moments later. That fleeting freedom is crucial though, because it confirms something terrifying. Vecna isn't just invading minds anymore. He's gathering them, stockpiling children like batteries to fuel something far bigger than Hawkins. Vecna's plan. Volume 2 finally spells out Vecna's endgame in horrifying detail. Earlier seasons framed Vecna as a predator, someone who hunted the broken and the vulnerable, but Season 5 reveals that this was always part of a much larger strategy. Vecna doesn't just kill his victims, he turns them into vessels, extensions of himself that amplify his psychic reach. Will explains that Vecna's hive mind works like a network, and every mind he absorbs strengthens his control over reality itself. What's different now is the scale. The children Vecna captured in Volume 1, including Holly, aren't just victims, they're conduits, powering a process that's already begun tearing the boundaries between worlds apart. Vecna's lair isn't located in the Upside Down as we've known it. Instead, it exists in a separate dimension that Dustin dubs the Abyss. This revelation completely reframes the mythology of Stranger Things. The Abyss is the world Henry Creel was banished to after 11 defeated him in Hawkins' lab years ago. It's older, darker, and far more hostile than the Upside Down, and it's where the true source of the monsters originates. The Upside Down, as it turns out, isn't a destination, it's a bridge. Dustin explains that Hawkins and the Abyss are connected by this bridge, and that bridge is what everyone has been calling the Upside Down. Through a growing network of rifts, Vecna is weakening both worlds, pulling them closer together. When the walls finally collapse, the worlds will collide, giving Vecna the opportunity to reshape existence in his image. This revelation flips the entire series on its head. For years, the characters believed the Upside Down was the enemy, when in reality, it was only a passageway. The true invasion has always been coming from the Abyss. A wormhole. Dustin's scientific breakdown of the Upside Down is one of the most important moments in Volume 2. He explains that the Upside Down functions as a wormhole, an interdimensional tunnel connecting Hawkins, which he labels World 1, to the Abyss, World 2. What holds this wormhole together is something called exotic matter, an unstable substance that allows impossible structures to exist. This single explanation ties together years of unanswered questions about time freezes, mirrored geography, and why the Upside Down behaves differently than any normal dimension. The monsters we've feared since Season 1, Demogorgons, the Mind Flayer, and everything in between, don't actually belong to the Upside Down at all. They come from the Abyss. When Eleven first made psychic contact with Henry under Dr. Brenner's supervision, she unknowingly helped create the bridge. That moment was the birth of the Upside Down. It wasn't natural. It was an accident. Nancy's discovery becomes deadly when she shoots at the exotic matter lining the bridge's wall. The resulting shockwave sends ripples through the entire wormhole, tearing a hole in its structure. Dustin realizes the horrifying implication almost immediately. Anything pulled through a breach in a wormhole doesn't end up somewhere else. It ceases to exist. This makes the bridge both the greatest threat and the greatest weakness. To stop Vecna permanently, the bridge must be destroyed, even if that means annihilating everything inside it. Holly's fate. Against all odds, it's Steve Harrington who pieces together the final plan. He suggests waiting for the moment when the worlds are closest, when the radio tower physically breaks through the rift into the abyss. This will create a temporary access point that the party can use to split into teams. Eleven's role is the most dangerous. Using the sensory deprivation tank still hidden in the Upside Down's version of Hawkins' lab, she plans to invade Vecna's mind directly. Max becomes a critical guide for Eleven, using her memories of Vecna's mindscape to help Elle navigate without getting lost. Callie's involvement raises the stakes even higher. By combining her illusion-based powers with Eleven's raw psychic strength, the sisters attempt something unprecedented, piggybacking into Vecna's consciousness together. At the same time, Steve, Dustin, Robin, and the others will climb the radio tower into the abyss to rescue Holly and the other captured children, dragging them back across the bridge before it collapses. Then, Dustin adds the most dangerous element of all. He wants to destroy the bridge entirely by planting a bomb near the exotic matter. Hopper, unsurprisingly, already has one. The plan is brutal in its simplicity. Save the kids, kill Vecna, destroy the bridge, and erase the abyss forever. The problem is that Hawkins' lab sits directly beneath the exotic matter, placing Eleven at ground zero when everything explodes.
We are stronger than ever before.
Eleven's fate. The question hanging over the Volume 2 ending is whether Eleven can survive what comes next. Kali openly suggests that she can't. Even if Vecna is defeated, Kali believes the cycle will never truly end as long as Eleven exists. Dr. Brenner may be dead, but his legacy lives on through Project Indigo, now overseen by Dr. K. The program involves transfusing the blood of Brenner's former test subjects into pregnant women, attempting to recreate Henry-level psychic children. According to Kali, it would only truly work with Eleven's blood. This revelation reframes Eleven's entire existence. As long as she's alive, there will always be someone trying to use her, replicate her, or weaponize what she represents. Kali suggests that the only real ending is for both of them to stay behind when the bridge is destroyed. Volume 2 ends without giving us Eleven's answer, leaving her fate hauntingly uncertain.
You were my vessel.
Will versus Vecna. Will Byers' emotional arc reaches its long-awaited resolution in Volume 2, as the show finally confirms what fans have known for years. Will comes out to his family and friends, not just as a personal truth, but as an act of defiance. Vecna has always exploited fear, shame, and isolation, and he used Will's identity against him, showing him visions of a future where he ends up alone. By confronting that fear and realizing he's still loved, Will weakens Vecna's grip on him. More importantly, Will decides to join 11 in the Upside Down. His hive mind abilities allow him to sense Vecna's movements and even interfere directly, as shown when he stops Vecna from killing Max and Holly. Will isn't just a victim anymore, he's a shield. By combining his powers with 11 and Kali, the party may finally have a chance to kill Vecna permanently. The series finale prediction. By the end of Volume 2, the pieces are in place for Stranger Things' final chapter. The party splits into multiple teams, each with a critical role to play. 11, Will, and Kali head toward Hawkins' lab. Others prepare to scale the radio tower into the abyss. Another group readies the bomb that could erase an entire dimension from existence. The plan is solid, but Stranger Things has never been kind to plans. No major characters have died yet this season, and that silence feels intentional. The finale is poised to be devastating. Sacrifice feels inevitable. Whether it's 11, Hopper, or someone else entirely, the cost of saving the world may finally catch up to the party. Stranger Things Season 5 Volume 2 doesn't give us answers so much as it dares us to imagine the cost of the ending. Vecna's plan is finally exposed. The Upside Down is revealed as nothing more than a bridge, and the party stands on the edge of a choice that could erase an entire world to save another. With 11 facing the possibility of sacrifice, Will stepping into his power, and the abyss ready to collapse, the final chapter of Stranger Things promises something darker, braver, and more devastating than anything we've seen before. Whatever happens next, one thing is clear: Hawkins will never be the same again. If this truly is the end, then the fight against Vecna won't just decide who survives, it'll decide what reality itself becomes.
No, what the heck, I'll laugh anyway.